Hello everyone, this is Phantom Rider here, and today I am here with the fourth part of the Future Trunks X Depressed Reader story. And this is the last part. This is the last part of the story that is mandatory to read. I'm going to be leaving a link to the fifth part, even and everything, because I'm not going to be reading it because I want to keep all of this kid friendly and stuff. But either way, I really hope that you guys enjoy this. So this entire story is going to be told through Trunks' point of view, but I do hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so let's do this. I've been spending almost every day for 2 weeks teaching your name how to fly. She has been making great progress, though we still get teased by Mom, who keeps saying we'd make a cute couple. But sometimes when I look at your name, all I can feel is rage. It just gets to me that someone could hurt her so badly, and that she'd get kicked out of her house for it. There have been times whenever she'd have nightmares about that man or her mother, so she'd always come to me in the middle of the night. How would I have known that when I met her, she'd soon be living in the same house as me, and that she'd come to me for help or advice? I passed by her room and stopped. She's been in there all morning. I walked over to her door and knocked. Your name? Are you in there? I didn't get a response, but then I heard quiet sobbing. Your name? Are you okay? I'm coming in, I said and walked in. One look at her and I felt my heart sink. Her hair was all messy, her vanity mirror was covered by a towel, tissues were in the trash and all over the floor, and the windows were covered by the curtains. She didn't even look up when I walked in. I kneeled down next to her desk and spoke in the most calm and collected voice I could muster. Your name. What's wrong? Nothing. Nothing you need to worry about. I almost went super saiyan at that statement. Your name. We've been over this 1,000 times. I know it may be weird to talk about all of this with someone you've only known for 2 weeks, but that doesn't mean you should bottle it up. If you want to make it up to me for doing all this for you, then at least tell me when you're upset. Your name looked at me and threw herself in my arms. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so, so sorry. She cried over and over again. I just hoped to calm me that Mom didn't hear. I hugged her back and kept telling her, it's okay, I'm here. When she finally calmed down, I asked again, why were you crying? She hugged me tighter and spoke just above a whisper. My mom called me today, saying that she was sorry for what she said and how she wanted me to come back. I almost puked at that thought. The thought of her leaving over the past 2 weeks, I felt close with her. Despite how I got teased by Mom or how she sometimes kept her sadness locked away, we both seemed really close. I didn't want her to leave, just as soon as she came. But then I realized she was crying for the same reason. She was upset because of that, just like I was. If she wanted to go home, she could have done so without batting an eye. But she didn't. I grabbed her chin and made her look me in the eyes. Your name. If your mom wants you to go home. Do you? No, I love being here. Here I feel respected and loved. Even if you and Bulma aren't my real family, you treat me like it. I have lived most of my life without friends or anyone to talk to. My parents didn't care for me and only cared about themselves. And what that man did to me didn't help. My mom would always scream and hit me while my dad just stood there and watched without a single care. My mom would say she was sorry later on, but then go straight back to harassing me. Here, you guys treat me like a human being. A few more tears streamed down her cheek, which I wiped away. Your name. Promise me that you won't ever go back to that house. I don't want to lose you. I tried my hardest to fight back the tears, but I failed. They finally came and poured down my face. This was the first time that I have cried since Gohan's death. A few choked sobs escaped my throat, and I hugged your name for dear life. The thought of losing her was too horrible. Since Gohan died, I almost had no one but my mother. Even after the androids were defeated, I was too scared to make any more friends. Meeting your name and becoming her friend was the biggest relief I possibly ever felt. Your name pulled away from the hug and looked at me, her beautiful eyes shining like diamonds. And she leaned in and kissed me. I almost had a heart attack from the shock, but kissing her felt so right. I finally gave in and kissed back, tears streaming down our faces as we moaned in the kiss. Eventually we had to break apart for air, which doing so felt like a crime. Both of our faces were on fire, but we were smiling. In all of my life had I never experienced something so wonderful. This time I kissed her, and she gladly kissed back. This felt like the beginning of something beyond wonderful. So that was Future Trunks X Depressed Reader Part 4, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And again, I am going to be leaving a link to the 5th part, which I sadly cannot read, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed this part, and I am so glad that I was able to get these videos out so quickly, because it's been really stressful and everything like that. But anyway, I hope that you guys all enjoyed, and this is Phantom Rider here, signing off, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye.